So first I have to say, last week, I don't know how many of you had a chance to listen. I mean, there's always little things, but I thought last week's rehearsal was really quite good. I mean, for a first week, I was like, wow, you guys are on it. Congratulations on that. Translations, what else? If anybody wants to use a music stand tonight, we have an extra one that can be used. Who am I missing here? Who? Oh, right. Hi, Laura. Oh, Laura's here. Hi, Laura. But she has to sit. She's in detention.
Got on her desk again.
I thought she could have sang grace today, but she didn't. Let's start with Hodie again. Very first piece. Numero uno. So, a couple of things just to note. Altos, this is on the second page, measure 13. Just note that you have that nice, you have the D, and then you have E natural, E flat, D, D flat, C. You just have this nice half step down. So again, as you're going down the half steps, think in this direction. Against this fun stuff that the sopranos are doing. And then basses and tenors on the last page, at measure 18, 19, 20, the last measure at the top of the page, basses, you have the same thing. You have a F, G, A flat, G, G flat, F, E flat, D. So nice big enough steps up, and then very small steps going down in that, because that's some squishy harmonies that we're doing there. If you didn't write this in already, I mean, it makes perfect sense that measure 22 on the last page, we will breathe after Dale.
When you say big steps up, and
Just
little
thinking, like, when you want to go up, you want to make sure you're singing to center pitch, so the steps should seem like they're a little bit larger.
Okay.
And when you're coming down, if you overshoot it, then you're going to be flat.
Okay.
So just think, that sounded pretty good.
Thank you.
Basses, this is just a note that I made for myself in measure 21, because it's a 7/8, and you have a quarter note, and then you have a half note, so I don't know if you need to think 1 and 2 and 3 ends, so that you get the 7, or if you want to think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. It's just something that I
You think we
fell into
should
that trap.
get our cue from the alto part?
Yes, I think that would be very
1, 2,
helpful. And then,
3,
yes, right.
Yeah.
Because there's also a couple, like in the 11/8, we have this dotted quarter note too, which is not really tricky, but it can be tricky. Like I had to listen to this a few times to make sure I got it all. Was that another hand? No. Okay, here we go, from the top. So notice sopranos, it says, sopra il canto Gregorian, it's Gregorian chant. So very chant, lots of space, just keep going. And it's not loud, it's piano. Oh, that was everything, let's see. Is there any? You can move forward if you'd like, or whatever. At the bottom of the second page, everything is piano, basically, to start, right? All the way through measure 15. Then 15, we have a forte. It just needs to be a forte. It does not need to be more than that. For 15 and 16, and then notice the piano, again, at exultant. And we will stop the sound, I think we did that after Hodie there at 16. Hodie, and then piano, exultant. All right? Here we go. And you can play along for now, okay? 3, 4. Set up higher. Yeah. Oh, here's your first note. Here you go. 3, 4. No. Is someone else humming along? No. Oh, sing your first note. Oh. Oh. Yeah. All right. Here we go. 3 and. Unless that was you, Laura. No. we're singing the harmony here. Go back to 4 sopranos and altos. 3 and. Staggered times we're coming, well, just the basses really. Altos and tenors. Let's just sing the alto tenor part, starting at measure 6, last one in the middle. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 at measure 7, right? 1, 1, 2, and 3, right? Here you go, here's your notes. Ready, and. You're moving at the end of that. So go ahead and give us a little so we hear the staggering, right? This is the 4/4 measure 6. Okay. 3 and. Just tenors. 3 and. Good. Altos, let's hear yours, please. 3, 4. Oh, that's pretty easy. Basses, let's hear yours. 3 and. Notice that the 3rd and 4th beats of Tohu are the same F, so don't change pitch there, right? Here we go.
Matt?
Yes.
It's Angeli or
Angeli.
Angeli.
Yes.
Is it?
Hodie in terra canunt Angeli. Angeli, actually. But you can't sing that. Here we go, tenors. This is the Hodie at the top of the page. 11. 3 and. Let's start at 15, please. Ready, and. choose. Hodie, 15, please. So we're doing this nice practice. So the Hodie, yeah, just give me a good first take. Maybe a little bit more than the first one. Ready, and. Good, keep going. Let's do the Deo again. Let's go back to the measure 19 on the top, the D centus. Everybody, when you have the Gloria, put a K there, please. D centus Gloria. And then tenors and bass, you have that again in 20. Because they will hear Gloria out there, but Gloria. Sorry? K. Yeah. D centus Gloria. Alright, everybody, this is measure 19. Soprano, tenor, bass. Ready, and. The 11 measure will just be oh, E, right, no delay, yeah, that was, I was enjoying the,
You were thinking.
I was thinking. Thinking is bad. Yes, sir.
Can we hear measure 20, the baseline?
20, sure.
Why is that?
How about 19 and 20? Let's sing the two together bases. Ready, and. It steps the entire up and down.
It's centes.
Centes, yes, not yes, yes.
Not
Decentes, yes, not centes or centes. Decentes. Gloria, right? So basically, when you're singing that, all those D's again, think that thing. Decentes Gloria. Right there, bases. Ready and. Chant. Chant. Hard CH, hard CH. I'm hearing a little should there. Ready, and. Yeah, the E flat, well, the E flat is the whole step there, right? Yeah, so it is a little bit low, you're correct. Tenors and basses together, 19. Ready, and. Going on. I'm sorry, I should have said alto stratus, yeah. At 21. And then sopranos coming at your part. Here we go, 21. Ready, and. With sopranos. Ready, and. Right. Hodie inter conus angeli. Le tantur art angeli. Yeah, arc on, maybe a glottal, as opposed to arc on. Put the K with the arc.
Turn around. Turn around. Here's an arc.
Oh, there you go. What he said. Yeah, this is the first piece of the concert. No pressure. Here we go. Thank you. Don't necessarily retard though. Maybe I still went too fast, but no retard there.
Matt,
Yes.
in measure 22,
Yes.
are you going to give us a cutoff before the sopranos come in?
Yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we are breathing there. So it'll be oh day, right?
Okay.
And if I don't do that, do it in there.
Did we cut out? We cut out after they come in, not when they come in.
No, but not with the sopranos. Like so you go. Well, they have to move. Oh,
Okay. Right.
A little bit, yeah. So you're cutting it just a little bit off of the three there. Dechantas, top of the page, 19. Ready, and. Just make sure we don't crescendo that last hallelujah. It'll actually probably be a day crescendo. Yes, ma'am.
Is it Hodie?
Hodie.
Yeah.
Hodie. I wouldn't go A-Y. It should be E, more closer to E-H. Like Latin. Right. Hodie. Hallelujah. Right, yeah. Yeah, so just, as long as we don't diphthong, I think we'll be okay. Hodie. Yeah, let's not do that.
That's the Western version.
Right, that's the Western. All right, good.
Good.
Pan, please. So I worked this today until my knuckles were. And boy, are you all in? No. It's actually when you break it, like, because obviously I have to look at all the parts. It's not that complicated. There's a lot of, like, we all sing. Many people sing the verse together. People are singing Pan and Chorale, but a lot of it we're singing together. So even when you listen to it, you're like, wow, this is really complex. And the way you wrote it comes across that way, but it's not really as complex as all of that. There's lots of repetition of note patterns too. So I'll be conducting this in two. So it's Chorale, Chorale. That's going to be key. If you got to keep counting, because there are times when all of a sudden I want to hold something way longer. I'm like, where am I? I'm about a measure and a half off. And there will be a 2-measure intro, like if you've listened to the YouTube recordings, we will do that. So just for starters, soprano and tenors, you are in unison. Can you just play there a little? What I would suggest you do too, it's up to you of course, starting on page 2, or on page 4 really, I wrote in my margin, you might just want to take a highlight pen and at least highlight your clef. Right. Because it's soprano, then it's soprano 2, alto, tenor, bass 1, bass 2. I had to write in my margins soprano 2, alto, tenor, because I kept looking at the wrong lines going along. But I'm trying to look at the whole thing. You just need to focus on where you are. But that might help if you're getting a little bit lost, because sometimes it looks like the page is moving a little bit too. So just highlighting that clef mark could help. Altos, this note I have on page 5, just note that measure 15 to 16, you don't change pitch at the D sharp. For some reason, when we hear it, it might be something to do with the melody or whatever.
What do you mean we don't change pitch?
You sing pan and play are both D sharps, right? 15 to 16. 15 to 16.
And
You sing pata pata pan, and then you sing play is still a D sharp.
play is a. I'm not an alto, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, I think, are you singing, did I see you sing soprano 2,
Are you
right?
crazy? C sharp, B natural, C sharp.
Head voice.
Nope.
We have some, just the mouth.
Just a second, Bill.
Let's see,
Not
okay.
Evelyn.
Here's a measure, this is page 6, this is really for the altos and tenors. You have this round, or this echo of Chorale for like 3 pages. And you're in the same pitch. So the tenors are singing, could you play the Chorale? This is at measure 22, Robin, the 4th beat. The tenor sing Chorale, right?
Yeah.
And then altos you sing Chorale. Same exact pitch, not octaves. Same, and so they go Chorale, 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 Chorale. So it's just counting, making sure 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, right? And the rest of us are singing. Everybody else is singing the melody. So make sure you have a nice T so we can. So that goes on through 4 pages. Top of page 8, the melody parts do not breathe after Chorale from 30 at measure 31.
There you go.
So sing Chorale, pata pata pan. One phrase, yes, right there. Let's see, anything else?
Is that also true for the bass?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. If you're singing the melody, the verse. And then at the bottom of 9, just note alto and bass, you go to the N. Pata pata pan, and then you just hold your N for the 2.5 minutes. Tenors, as you turn from page 9 to 10, you're singing in D sharp on the bottom of 9, and as soon as you turn the page, you're down to a D natural. So just know you go. So can you play start at measure 40 for the tenors, Robin?
Sure.
This is Chorale twice. Go ahead. you've got a note to sing. There's no rest. So just on that little thing. Then, top of 10, measure, starting with sopranos, you have the melody, soprano 1. Tenors, you have the melody in an echo. On this day, and that goes through until wherever it is. I should have written that down, but sopranos, soprano 1, at the bottom of 10, you're tied at F sharp on the word face. Put the C on the downbeat of 48. So, face, let the. So that way you have time to, over here. So that we have time to do that. And then soprano 2, put the C on beat 3, or on beat 2.
Okay.
So you sing face, right?
Right.
On the rest. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Measure 47,
Mm-hmm.
the alto line, when we say pata-pata-pan, there is a G natural, but there's not a G sharp in the G before that. So is that supposed to be a G natural or G sharp?
I'm looking at the accompaniment and I
It's
see.
a courtesy from the measure of
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the same.
Right, I think that because, it's a courtesy to say you're singing G sharp here and you're singing G natural in the next measure. So it is G sharp and G natural.
Okay,
So turaluraloo is G sharp, pata pata pan is G natural.
Yeah.
both of them,
It
okay.
could have made more sense.
Right.
Natural sign on the first half.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's G sharp and then G natural. I see what you're saying.
But there's no G.
I
No.
don't
Can you play it, Robin?
It's not.
Play the both of them
Yeah.
together?
I'll play from, and then, or, I think it's still G sharp.
Play the G sharp one again. Both the turaluraloo pata pata pan.
That's,
No, play the G sharp on pat.
okay.
No, don't you think they both should be naturals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're both naturals on the pat pan. So move to the G natural on pat.
Okay, thank you.
Double
Good
correction.
question, yeah.
That should have been an earlier courtesy.
Right, exactly. Let's see, where else? Page 12 at the bottom, altos, you now have the melody at heaven and earth. It's in I think it's a different key, but you have, right. And play the soprano too as well. Yeah, so altos is just, you just got the melody for yourself there. Bass 1, this is again at the bottom of 12. Note that bass 2s sing the E on pan, and then your next note you join them on the E. So if you need a cue off of that, you can. And it will be drum, 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 every time. Now the beat for tenors too. Rolling the R each measure. Like bring out moving parts second. So like at top of 13, soprano 2s, I think it's, you have all these eighth note things. Come finally to and as, and then at the end of the lehetaha johoyaha saham play. So we want to hear the offbeats. Let's hear because otherwise, even on the recording, you can barely hear them moving between. All you really hear is like the first beat. So you can go ahead and make a little bit more of it. Anything else? That was good. On page 15, the last page, this is me. So we will not do the high D. That would be just for you, Laura, at 76. If you want to try it once, and we'll see how it hears. I kind of like. Yeah. I kind of just like the high G, but let's hear the B and then we'll decide. Because it is smaller, so they're saying it's optional. Did you want to do that? I'm just kidding.
No, thank you.
Okay.
But I'm looking at the
Page or measure?
page 15,
Mm-hmm.
measure 76,
Mm-hmm.
where we say priest.
Yes, Christmas.
Right, Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. Christmas.
Right.
The altos are singing an E, and the second sopranos are singing a C sharp. That E is a high note for the altos.
Do you want to sing the E?
Well,
And
I
maybe
was
somebody
thinking
else
if
can-
we switched, it would make more sense. And it doesn't seem to be too
yeah.
hard from the
That's
rest
true.
before.
Let's try it as written, but go ahead and why don't you, Evelyn, move, because you're singing,
I'm singing S2.
right, so maybe they'll sing the E with the altos. Because Joe, you have a high E, don't you?
Yeah.
You can sing a high E.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she sings soprano
Oh,
this
okay.
season. So I think we're all right.
Don't mind me.
And then just note for tuning, or if you're whatever, soprano 1 and tenor 1 at measure 77, you're both on the high F sharp for Moss. And then if you want to tune again, soprano and tenor in general, you're singing the E. And then S2 and bass 1, you're singing the B. And then bass 2, you've got the E. Just for, if you need to cue off of somebody listening for, because it's really only 3 notes at the end there. Or 4 notes rather, 1. Yeah, bass 2, you're actually singing the E as well. So there's only 3 notes there. It just looks like a lot because there's 6 parts, right? Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's sing a little and see what happens. Actually, before we do that, let's go to the turaluralus with tenors and altos. This is page 6. So, Robin, once I get started, just go ahead and play the piano.
Okay.
So let's start with the tenors at measure 22. Altos, just come in on your echo. Don't worry about singing the patapans at measure 22. Okay? Everybody see where I am? So I just want to hear I just want you to get used to hearing the echoes back and forth, or the canon, or whatever you call it.
Do you want to start out with pata pata pan before that, or?
Well, I just want the tenors to start the turaluralus. So just have tenors at 22, and then bring in the altos at 23. So and play that for the tenors one more time. And try. Right. So that's where we're gonna start. Altos come in when it's your turn. Here we go. 1, 2. That's two altos, right? And so that's it. And it's just back and forth like that for this whole thing. And then she's going to start playing some accompaniment. So just keep singing your turalus. Here we go, tenors. 1, 2. Go slow down. So you're going to come at the top of 7. Everyone else. And it's kind of, it says misterioso, so it can almost be whispered kind of. Right? But tenors and altos, you keep turaluraloo. Alright, so this is measure 22. Ready, and. So maybe a little more for now, so we can match up where you are. You are too misterioso. Maybe you're not wearing a hat. You have an overcoat, perhaps, but no sunglasses and no hat yet. That'll come later. Here we go, same place, 22. And so for altos and tenors, I think will be helpful for cueing and also just I mean, every time you come in, make a deal about it, right? Here we go, this is 22 tenors. 1, 2. And make sure, do not slow down. When, and this is gonna actually be going more like, when so do not dilly-dally. Bum. Here we go, same place. Give me a mezzo forte for right now, everybody else. That would be everybody else over here. Here we go, 22, twirloos with the tenors. Same place, 1, 2. So just tenors right now. So just sing. And then once we get them in, then you go. Right, here we go. Ready, and tenors. That's it. Now let's do it. Now we're going to speed it up to about another 50%. All right? So keep the lowering. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. Think that the twirloos are really going this way. The first one's the longest, but don't hold it too long. Here we go, same place. Ready? I'll give you 2 measures, because here's the tempo. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. That's about the pace it's going to be when we get there eventually. All right? Let's go to the beginning and just sing a little bit. See what happens. So soprano tenor, you start. So you've already seen that. Actually, let's hear the alto pata. Let me have alto sing pata pan through to the top of 4. So you're on 2 altos. So the soprano 2 sing. Could you play the soprano 2? That's your note. So they're going that's your C sharp, in case you need to sort of. Right. So here we go, altos. I'll give you 1, 2, 1. Slower, of course. 1, 1, and 2, and 1, and. One more time, altos. That's it. So you've got this kind of nice sequence, right? Just going right down there. One more time. 1 and 2 and 1 and. Same thing. Now. For that at measure 5, make sure the pan is. Good. Let's have soprano 1 and 2 sing your twirloos. This is just through the top of the 4. Here we go, soprano 1 and 2. Ready, and. Yeah, good. And then so soprano soprano 2, you're off, and then they keep holding their beat. One more time, same phrase, soprano and soprano. Ready, and. Make soprano 2, make sure you go off, draw a line or something, so that you go, Chorale, you're done, right? And don't do my loo, not loo, loo.
Tura or ture?
Tura. It could be ish. Tura, not turelu. Yeah, turelu. Let's have bass and baritone. You can go back and forth. So notice that the bass 2s give you the A, right? For bass 1. Here you go. Ready, and.
Think a closed mouth is gonna work with all two of this.
If you want to just maybe sort of,
Just barely.
yeah, or if you have a lot of space in here, you might be able to, don't make it buzz, as it,
Right.
almost like boom. And bass 2, I tried singing because I can sing that note, but I can't sing it 27,000 measures in a row. So if it gets tiring, seriously, then just move the octave up occasionally. It's okay if you move between the 2 E's. And, I mean, if it's not a problem, knock yourself out. But I was just like, one more time, baritones and basses. Then we're gonna put this one together. Here we go. Here we go, bass 2. Ready, and. Yeah, good. Here we go. Everybody. Tenor sing Chorale, sing sopranos, and then Chorale. Let's actually have tenor sing your page turn too. Here we go. Tenor sing. Ready, and. Yeah, and don't let the T go pato. Oh no, pato pan. Yeah, actually it's pata pan, not pat pan. Don't pat a pan. Pata pan. All right, here we go, everybody. You want to play 2 measures of intro? Here we go. 1, 2. Just asking.
Yeah, well, no.
And even I can hear you, you can just say, yeah, we're great. It's so low. It's in the recording, like I had to like really listen to hear it because it's so low, right? It's like here. All right, here we go. Maybe just a hair faster. 1, 2. From the front, from the top. twos. Those of you who are twirling and patapanning, you can rest for a bit.
Where do you want us to start?
When on this day. So they sing, they sing, on this day, and then you come in soprano two. Here we go. Right, I'll give you 1, 2, 1, soprano 1. 1 and 2 and 1. On this day, let's have soprano 2. So we're gonna have to, you can rest for a minute, I'm just gonna have, let's play the intro, and then I wanna hear just soprano 2 sing. So top of 10.
Tune.
Just 2. Yeah. This is just soprano 2 with the intro at top of 10 for soprano 1.
Okay.
Okay? 2 and 1. And a rest. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Yeah, that's it. Good. Let's add the soprano. Well, let's put the 3 parts back together. We'll have you twirlers coming back in just a moment. So this is soprano 1, tenor, soprano 2. Top of 10. 1 and 2 and 1. So let's see here. Sorry. I think I lured tenors into so no. That's right, yeah. Let's do that one more time. Top of 10. Sopranos, both sopranos and tenors. Here we go. Okay? Top of 10. 1 and 2 and 1. Yep. Let's do the page turn.
Okay.
So this is the last measure tenors at bottom of 11 for the tune you play. Okay? 1, 2. So you change from melody now and you've got some harmony going, right? Same place. Last measure, bottom of 11 tenors. 1, 2. That's it, yes. Let's have the twirlers come. Let's do your part. This is page 10, altos and both bass parts. So let's actually have Robin play from the top of the page and then just come in. So you have this nice octave there, bass 2. This is top of 10, and then not the melody this time, just the twirloos and the patapans. All right. So 1 and 2 and 1. 1, 2. Right. So yeah, good. So let's see. Altos, you're in there too. altos. Soprano 2 sing the B at the very top of the page. I don't know if you can quietly hum that. Or are you hearing the, your entrance? No? Anybody?
The devil.
Where the soprano 2 sing, "On this day the devil, day the when you come in at the bottom of the page.
Yeah.
So if you could, even if you want to just hum that quietly, that's perfectly acceptable. And basses, you have your F okay, bass 2, bass, your F is fine there? But you're finding it okay?
It's weird, but yeah.
Okay, and how about you, bass ones? No? Let's see.
But we can get it from the sopranos, the first note. We can just remember.
What do you sing?
It's a B.
Oh, right. So you could quietly, maybe you could just hum it for a few minutes.
Sure.
Yeah, just, hey, I've done that a lot of times singing choral music. Just, until it's time for you to go, "Chorale." So here we go, and maybe we can get to, well, let's just go. Here we go, this top of the page is going to play the intro. 10. 1 and 2 and 1. That was it. So, just, that's a piano. So just that'll be plenty. Right. Here we go, same place again. Sorry, I tried to like 4 minutes early. 1, 2, and 1. Yeah, this is tricky. Let's do it again. Just the Chorales and the Patapan. So she's going to keep going this time. And you're still resting, sopranos and tenors. Here we go, one more time. Top 10. 1, 2, 1. Just finding those notes are very tricky, right? It's like, all right, I think it's time for this. This may be your chance to get up. All right, let's take a 5-minute break. So obviously, and I will do this too. 10 and 11. Your assignments for the next whatever will be to look at pages 10 and 11 for the Chorale Patapancers. Take a few minutes. Talk about exercise. I'll give you a topic. We're doing the yes. Thank you. No, I hear what you're saying. Yes, true. Right. What's that?
No, this is another song.
I'm here to say hi to myself. But let's see what Patapan maybe. Fair, maybe I'll change my mind, but for now we'll do Patapan. Because we could at least, we could at least soften it. Just say Patapan. like to know. Yeah, we're still. So we kind of settle down a future, kind of bad, even a cheaper,
Idea for 10 and 11, to have them speak the times without minutes, without pitches.
just make sure it's green versus right.
Yeah, because they also, they're surprised and shocked.
Well,
Every
it's
sound is
like
coming out.
that's how I kind of think. It's just.
Yeah, it's all patterns.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Especially when it's fast.
Yeah, and because the notes are like not like no one's speeding. It's not like here's my notes. You know, the compliment or whatever. It's like I have to run it for 6 bars and then I can come in.
then I plugged it on the keyboard.
Oh, okay. Just to break, because it's nice to reverse in the
It
current
was sort
key.
of friendly.
Yeah, I mean, we also, since it's acapella, we have the. Alright, let's look at Jesus Christ Attitude, please. Let's look at the second page, verses 3 and 4, since that's everybody's singing. To start. So, I'm thinking of doing some sort of rounding thing like they do in the recording on the last verse. We'll see how I can figure that out. But also, because, well, let's actually all sing verse 1 together. When you get to, there's no measure numbers on this thing, so on the third system down, the second full measure where the text is fruitless be and compared, fruitless be comp. If the, so third system, The trees of nature, fruitless be, that part right there, just those 4 notes. If it's too high, obviously this would just be for that last verse that we're gonna do maybe in a round. You could just drop an octave. Could I have a C? So, the tree, instead of going, the trees of nature, fruitless be, you could go, the trees of nature, fruitless be, on Jesus Christ the apple tree. So there's a possibility just to drop an octave as opposed to trying to hit the high G. Just for that one measure. So let's sing verse 1 together, and then when you get to fruitless, if you just want, so it would be the pitch for true, nature, and fruit are the same. They're an octave leap, right? So you could just stay on the trees of nature, fruitless be when Jesus Christ see. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just drop an octave and then come right back into where you would normally sing it in the next measure, if you have to. If you have the G and it's pretty, then you can, the high G, you can't. Let me have, in case you haven't had a chance to look at the two, let me have Robin play the first one for you. Someone hum it exactly like we're talking about. Yes, sir.
How do you want to approach laden?
Laden.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's because laden, but we're going to say laden. Laden with fruit.
because it's, den is on the first of the.
Right, and it's also, the stress really is laden, and we're singing laden. So we can hit it, I think it's fine. It's artistic license, I suppose. Here we go, everybody in unison, choosing your own. You can sing it wherever you want. Here we go. 1 and 2. The tree of life, my soul hath seen, laden with fruit and always wait here. The tree of life, my soul hath seen, laden with fruit and always green. The trees of nature, fruitless be, compared with Christ the apple tree. So that's how it would go if you're doing the dropping an octave thing, right? Good. Let's do let's have verse 3 sopranos now. So this is on the next page for happiness. 1 and 2. For happiness I long have sought, and tragedy I have wrought. For happiness I long have sought, and tragedy I have rest here. I forgot to give you just a couple marks. So at measure, this is not measure, verse 2, sopranos and altos, breathe after excel. We're going to actually stop the sound. Because beauty doth all things excel. So make sure you're looking up for the pickup by faith. All right? Breathe after excel. And then at tell, she's written in the comma. So we'll take a definite breath there. Bottom of the page, breathe after excel again. That one probably won't be as long, but there will be a breath. And the last measure at the bottom, but ne'er. Make sure you underline the T, so we get, by faith I know, but ne'er can tell. No breath at the top of the page between C and in. The glory which I now can see in Jesus. Right. Verse 3, do not breathe after sought, but breathe after toil. You see what that is? For happiness I long have sought, and keep going there. And then I'm weary with my former toil breath. Same thing on the next line.
Wait,
Sought.
I'm confused.
Okay, so verse 3, second system. Don't breathe between sought and. For happiness I long have sought and pleasure. But breathe former toil, here I. And then do the same thing again. Third system, last measure, penultimate note.
I'm not finding toil.
Second verse, first four, sorry.
Oh, that's why I
Section
changed
vertically,
the verses
sorry,
on
versus
me.
screen four, I'm sorry, you're right, yeah. So same thing again at the third system down.
Yeah.
And then at the very bottom of the page, don't breathe after C or B, verses 3 and 4. Now I see 'tis found, I will be of. Got that? Bottom of the page, first measure, between beats 3 and 4 for both verses, do not breathe. Okay?
I'm sorry.
First measure, so bottom of the page, first measure, between beats 3 and 4, no breath.
Gotcha.
Now I see 'tis, I will be of. All right? Here we go. Let's have soprano also begin verse 2. Yes, verse 2. Yes, it's SSAA. So altos, you know you're reading the bottom clef, right?
Yes.
Okay. And sopranos, you're split top and split bottom. Okay, here we go. We all start on the C then. 1 and 2. Top of page 2. The Gloria Witch, just sopranos for now. Both parts of it. Soprano 1 and 2. 1 and 2. One more time, same place. 1 and 2. Altos, 1 and 2, top of the page. 1 and 2. One more time, here we go. 1 and 2. All four parts together. 1 and 2. That's 2. Do the whole verse, verse 2. All sopranos, all altos. Bottom of first page. Look up at the breaths if you can. 1 and 2. Look here. Look here. Good. Beauty. A little less beauty. Beauty. So a little O in there. Beauty, right? A little ooh. His beauty, not his beauty. Raise the palate. His beauty, his beauty, his beauty. I mean, it's the word beauty, right? So let's. Here you go, tenor bass. This is verse 3. Just tenor to basses. 1 and 2. For happiness I long and sought in pleasure I have found. For happiness I long and sought in pleasure I have found. I will in the bottom. Notes are here. 1 and 2. For happiness I have sought, and pleasure dearly I have bought. For happiness I long have sought, dearly I have bought. I bestow now my sweet and sounding tree. And yes, back to the B there, that was my, this is a third system, tenors. I long have sought and are the same notes. I wanted to go down to the bass note. Could I have a C? For happiness I long have sought and I went basis, let's hear you. Verse 3. 1 and 2. For happiness I long have sought and pleasure dearly I have bought. For happiness I long have sought and pleasure dearly I have bought. Tis found. I know it's a weird. I think we keep thinking it says the or something.
Yeah.
Tis found.
We just can't see.
Right. Yeah. No, me either. Yeah. Glasses on, glasses off. Doesn't matter. I still can't see. It's tis. Just watch on dearly. Don't hit the R too much. Pleasure dearly. It's an afterthought. Dearly. Let's have altos here on verse 3, please. Because it's slightly different than verse 2. And you're not singing in two-part harmony. 1 and 2. Just altos. Good. And of course, altos, just make sure that you have on the third system down, I long have sought 4 C's in a row, and then move up to the E. Let's have everybody singing verse 3. When you see the double line in the fourth system there, sound's going to stop completely and then come back in. It's going to be even longer than the comma that's printed above the staff. Okay? Okay, here we go. This is verse 3. Everybody sing. 1 and 2. For happiness I long have sought, and pleasure dearly I have bought. Yeah. Bought for okay. So wait, there's a big comma there, right? So it's going to be a little bit more than just a sneak comma. So make sure you look up for the T and then the next. Here we go, verse 3 again. 1 and 2. For happiness I long have sought, and pleasure dearly I have bought. For happiness I long have sought, and pleasure dearly I have bought. I every time you can roll there. Here we go, verse 4. Very nice. Breathe after toil, remember. 1 and 2. I'm weary with my forward toil, and I will sit and rest a while. I'm weary with my forward toil, and I will sit and rest a while. Jesus Christ, While, yes. It's actually like HW, right? While. Yeah, that's very nice. This fourth verse, what's the first two words?
I'm weary.
So the dynamics got to be weary. I'm weary with. This is pretty much piano, maybe a mezzo forte, but the difference between verse for happiness, I'm weary with, right?
We go also retard there too,
I'm weary. Here we go, from the very top. Sopranos, you're singing all by yourselves for now. And this is a cappella, of course, too, so.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Here we go, sopranos. Here's your note again. Sorry, I'll give you one and two. Here's your note. I was too busy doing all this.
And do you want me to play or not play?
Only come in if we start to wander. Wait here. No. Keep going. Wait here. Good. So again, watch these coming up and like fruitlessly. Otherwise, it's gonna go. Fruitlessly of Jesus, and sing Jesus Christ the. That's a big apple tree. Start there at the trees of nature. Third system, and then we're all going to sing verse 2. Here we go. 1 and 2. Yes. Apple still is still a little bit flat. Sorry, here we go. Everyone, sopranos and altos. Right, so altos are on the bottom staff, soprano 1, 2 split. Here we go. 1 and 2. Is duty of all things excel? My faith I know, but never can tell. Is duty of all things excel? My faith I know, but never can slow down. Tell. The glory which I know and see in Jesus Christ the apple tree. Play along with the glory. Here, top of the page, everybody. Sopranos and altos. 1 and 2. Everyone? For happiness I long have pleasure dearly I have bought. For happiness I long have sought, and pleasure dearly I have bought. I missed of all, but now I seek His tongue in Christ the apple tree. Verse 4. I'm weary with my forward toil, here I will sit and rest a while. I'm weary with my forward toil, here I will sit and rest a while. Under the shadow I will be of Jesus Christ the apple tree. Let me have soprano alto on verse 4, please. Don't slow down. I know we're still woodshedding a bit, but it's easy to start singing just keep thinking that way. If you miss a note, don't worry about it. Just keep it rolling. Here we go. I'm weary. Are you weary? I'm weary. Here we go. Here's your note. Soprano. 1 and 2. I'm weary with my father's Lord. Here I will sit and rest a while. I'm weary with my former toil. Here I will sit and rest a while. Tenor bass, I'm weary. 1 and 2. I'm weary with my former toil. Here I will sit and rest a while. I'm weary with my former toil. Here I will sit and rest a while. Under the shadow of Jesus Christ, the apple tree. Everyone, verse 4. 1 and 2. I'm weary with my former toil. Here I will sit and rest a while. I'm weary with my former toil. Here I will sit and rest a while. Under the shadow I will be of Jesus Christ, the apple tree. Put it under your pillows. What's sweeter music, please? That's right before this one. Tonight's a lot harder than last week. All right, let me give you some notes. So it's just sopranos to start the first two systems. Tenor bass, as you come in, notice the clef change there at measure 12. Tenor bass, you sing dark and dull. So altos, you just get to rest a while, or rest a while, depending on how you while. Let's see. Sopranos do not breathe at measure 6. Music, can we bring that carol? Don't breathe between bring and then. Underlining the letter C in carol, so we get a nice there. Do not breathe between sing and the birth. Then a carol for to sing the birth. Breathe after king at the bottom of the page, measure 10. Do not breathe after voice. Await the voice, await the strings, one phrase. Tenor bass, top of page 3, breathe after way, measure 14. And give the honor, so put a line over the, so you know not to say the honor. Make sure it's honor, not honor. And give the honor, maybe not quite that much, but it's leaning toward or. All right? Do not breathe after day. Honor to this day that sees December turned to May. Turned to May. Twice. That sees December turned to May. Then we're back to, no we're not. Yes, soprano, bless you. Soprano alto, you're on the top system there. And then at the bottom it's just basses and tenors again. Why is a chilling winter's morn. Make sure you have the S there, underline that. No breath after morn. Winters, that's just for the basses and tenors, the bottom 3. Excuse me. Winter's morn, smile like a field beset with corn. Breath. No breath after morn. Did I already say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Top of 4, do not breathe after shorn, tenors and basses. But breathe after C in the last measure. Come in C. And then of course you'll breathe after fragrance B. Then notice we were back to SATV, or actually we're now SSA. So Notice the treble clef in the bottom there, altos, that's your line. So S1, S2, and altos, you're now in the sort of, quote, bass tenor, see that? I mean, you're singing in the tenor, you're singing in your range, of course, as you're just, to say it's paper, they can do that. And then notice the bottom page is just sopranos and altos for the first three measures. And then we're now finally back to SATB.
Right.
And we all start on the D on the word we, after the fermata, the pickup from the next page. We all have a unison D. Okay, do not breathe after hours at the top of the page. And know him hours who. Do not breathe after showers. Sunshine and his showers turns the patient ground to flowers. You may breathe after flowers.
Oh, finally.
We can breathe after showers.
Basically.
Yeah, well, yes, you sure do basis because you don't sing thirds. I mean, you're stagger breathing, of course. I don't expect you to sing. This piece is slow, aren't you happy? But we don't expect you not to breathe in 5.5 measures. Breathe after flowers and flowers in the second system, measure 42 and measure 44. Basses and tenors, your words are below the staff at measure 42 through measure 50. Or that's, yes, that is that for tenors or just basses? Patient turns to flowers, turns all the pay. No, tenors, you're singing the same words, I think, as the sopranos and altos, just basses.
So we're singing the same notes as soprano.
Same words as, yes, right. So your words are in the middle of the staff, correct. We're reading it, sorry, I said that. Soprano, divisi at 45, 3 parts, so go into your 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Evelyn's also going to sing soprano 2 for those few, those three measures, whatever. Do not read after room at the end of the third system, that's measure 48. We find a room 2. Welcome him. Tenors and basses do not read after here, right before the page turn. All the house here is the heart.
So that's where how do we split there?
You're just tenors and basses there, just 2 so far.
Here's the bottom.
Oh, on 53, there's 3 notes.
We're not there yet. Oh, right, then, we'll do tenor 1, tenor 2, basses you can also together.
Breathe after heart, right?
Breathe after heart, yes.
Yeah.
Right, so basses, you're just basses, tenor 1 and 2 you will split for that one note.
Yeah.
Pick one. Someone will sing the B and someone will sing the B, that'll be fun. Do not breathe after bequeath, which we will give him and bequeath this holy.
Anyone at, not up.
Where's that? Bequeath.
Bequeath.
Let's see, which we will give him and bequeath this.
Okay.
Yeah, part of the
Voice.
yes, I'm voice one, thank you. Let's all breathe after Ivy Wreath, that would be tenors and basses. And of course, soprano altos, you're just going to stop singing. Do not breathe after king in measure 59, tenors and basses. Notice SA, you're in the 1 clef just for the bottom, or actually the bottom of 6 and the top of 7. You're just in the top clef there, or the top. Yeah.
Altos.
Sopranos and altos, you're right together there.
Sopranos.
Oh, right. Sopranos, you stop singing. It's altos, right? Correct. Just altos are singing from the bottom of 6 to the top of 7. We are all in unison through, so this is at measure 61, 2, 3. Unison through measure 67. And then we break it in parts.
Don't read that to brain at 65.
Do not breathe after brain at the bottom of the page, at the bottom of 7. Do not breathe after carol. Do not breathe after sing at the top of page 67.
Don't breathe after
Do not, so from the top of 7 to the fermata at top of 8, no breaths.
Okay.
So it's just, what sweeter music can we bring than a carol for to sing the birth of this our heavenly King? You're staggering, of course.
Okay.
But don't breathe where you think you should. Breathe somewhere else. Birth, this is fine. Sopranos, you have to lead us in at the top of 8 with the. So just make sure we all, and the rest of us, we're humming alto, tenor, bass at the top of 8. So make sure we let the sopranos sing the before we start humming. And then the bottom 3 parts, we hum through the end. tenors, if you need the note at measure 70, the third beat, the D flat, the sopranos are singing it, they're holding it with this, so you can latch onto them if for some reason it's not, whatever. All right, let's sing for a little, see what happens. I hope you have a hand to listen. This is a really lovely piece. It's going to be organ and cello. So, so we've decided to let y'all sing along too. Here we go. Voice exchange there at 17. So tenors, we actually sing the lower notes. So you sing turn to May, and they sing turn to May. So our staff is our stick. What do you call it? Stem. On 2 in May, you sing the G and the A flat. Is the G flat too? The G flat and the A flat. So turn to May. You see that? Yes. So don't sing the B flat or the C natural, right?
That's the only place it does that. So.
Right, yes, that's the only place. Let's go back to tenor bass where you come in. Watch night, don't dip thumb. Nah. Dark until night, fine night. No. Just tenor, starting tenor bass. 1 and 2. Dark until night, my hands away, and nearly on to this day, as easy December turns to May, as easy December turns to May. My heart is still of winter's morn, silent field beneath, set with corn, or smell like a meadow newly shorn, but sunshine and sea, but not my wings, the fragrant bee. And the under earth. Sorry, I tried to give you that one. Sopranos and altos. Breathe after mirth. Let's see. Do we want to breathe after mirth? Because sopranos twos are moving. Let's try to align that. Okay. Lust for public mirth to heaven and the under earth. Go back to measure 30, please. Sopranos and altos. 1 and 2. Can you play parts? Good. Here we go. We see. Sorry.
Oh.
turns all the patient. So maybe circle your note and T-I-E-N-T.
So it's different from measure 41.
Right,
Gotcha.
right. Tricky.
Oh, I see.
Same thing with hours. Watch the diphthong there at the top of the page. Hours who. Here we go. We see him come. Bottom of the fourth page for it. One and two. We see him come and know him not. I'm stopping there just because gotta break it. Hours who. Just once you get there, hours who. Because it's gonna want to go hours. You know, it's just easy. It's just too easy to do.
Rudder is English and so is Polish.
And also it's hard because so this is again we're not reading, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a hairpin, but it needs to have energy to get you through hours to who, right? Here we go, same place. We. One and two. We see him come and know him not. His sunshine and his showers turns all the nations from to frost. Oh, that's so beautiful. Wow, that's great. So we,
The tenors do use the words underneath.
yeah, I think we need it right. Yes. Darling of the world is yes. Turns all the ground. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Ignore what I said the first time. Sing underneath. So you're gonna sing turns all the ground to flowers. So tenors sing the words underneath.
But on patient grant, on
No,
that.
the first patient ground, 41, yes, because there's no words beneath. But when it gets to where the words are beneath, then tenors you sing there. Yeah.
And you get to sing that beautiful vowel.
Right, exactly. Let's see. And then we have that nice long, it's going to feel like a very long quarter note at measure 44 after flowers. We sing patient ground to flowers, the darling. It's just, for some reason, because we've been singing all these eighth notes, all of a sudden that one quarter note seems a little bit longer than, but back to bottom four, please. One and two. We see him come and know him not. His sunshine and his showers turn the nations from to frost. Good. Let's start at tenors. Let me hear you. This is the last note of 44, second system. The darling. So you're singing the words underneath, right? And stay on that D for a long time. Here we go. 2, 1, 2. That is a tricky phrase, man. We minus 2, we find room to welcome him. Let's have everybody there at last beat of second system. The darling. Here we go. 1, 2. The nobler tenor bass. 1, 2, 3. Let's start with sopranos now, so it's top of 6. Actually, let's just have sopranos once from 53 to 57, okay? Which we will give. See where we are?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 and 2. Stretch here. So you have melody. Right, so this is holiday, right? So make sure you hold that extra one. Here we go, altos. Measure 53, top of 6. 1 and 2. Good, let's put those two together. 1 and 2. Make sure you stagger because you all collectively took a little breath after Holly.
There's a little comma there.
Yeah, yes. I don't care. Ignore that. You might X the comma.
So you're saying no.
Right, exactly. Tenors, let's hear your screeching part. Here we go.
Where are we?
Top of 6, which we will give. Very high tenors. Lots of just way up here, right? Which we 1 and 2. It's just that going from the top, catching where the tenor line is the tricky part. Here you go, basses, which we will give him. Basses, when in doubt, sing the bottom of memory. Here we go. 1 and 2. All right, let's put all that together. 53, top of the page. Sorry, picture notes again. 1 and 2. 70.
Oh, so-
So they're holding the D flat up there, and you have the D flat on beat 3. So if it's a little lost, that's for you. Let's start at the birth of this Our Heavenly King. Kind of weird. This is the top measure, first measure of 8. The birth. 1 and 2. Let's change that to an ooh, please. Just for the bottom 3 parts. The birth of this heavenly king, please. 1 and 2. Wait for the sopranos. It's 8 o'clock. Can we sing this straight through and then go home? Is that okay?
One note check,
Yes.
we're not in agreement on Lee on heavenly.
I'm sorry. Say it. What
We're
page?
not in agreement on Lee on heavenly, our parts.
Heavenly King. So beat 4. Yeah. And we're singing ooh. So yes, sir.
Can we hear the second bass on the whole last phrase?
Yes. So this is the last note top of the page there, page 2. Yeah. 2, 3. All right. Let's stand and do the whole. Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
So, we have tenor 1 and tenor 2.
Give me a page or a measure number, please.
53.
Page or a measure number.
I'm sorry, page 6, measure 53. So
Uh-huh.
I just want to hear those top 2 notes.
Okay.
We're singing, I think, Dan and I are singing.
You're saying that middle note.
Yeah.
So you're coming, and when you turn the page, you need to go down from, right, yeah. Could you play last measure bottom of 5, Robin, and then play the B natural for the tenor? Or the D. And if you have to sing the F, sing that. Someone sing D. Here we go, from the top. Good posture to end the evening. I know it's all of a sudden I'm like, oh my goodness. This is hard work tonight, I give you all credit. 2 and 3 and... Sorry. Really, just like this, right? Just this whole piece. Just gonna feel it. 1 and... Yeah, make sure it's a B flat there. Right. What suite? Right at the top. Where you can. 1, and we won't stop again. Sorry. 1 and 2. That's it. Bass. more about sweeter music, no, I'm just kidding. That is a tough piece, yeah, when we get up there at dinner time, it's like,